What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, guys, we are back with another Hot Toys Spider-Man No Way Home figure unboxing and review video. And today we are going to be doing the 13th figure for this collection line and the last one. And to me, we have saved the best for last, as to me, we are doing by far the best figure from this whole collection line. Today we are doing the Spider-Man new red and blue suit from that final scene at the end of the movie, where pretty much Peter is swinging through the snow at the end through the city. Looking at images from the promo pics to the blogger images by Hot Toys, by looking at images of other collectors who already got this guy, my excitement level for this guy is as high as it has ever been for any figure that I've done so far with you guys. He has looked absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to go ahead and get this guy unboxed here in person with you guys. I do want to clarify, I did get this figure off of Pop Collectibles this time. The reason why is because whenever I did purchase him off of Sideshow, unfortunately, I only did the collector edition. To me, I feel like this figure is too good for me to just do a collector edition. So I did go ahead and get the deluxe version on Pop Collectibles. I will include the link to their website on the description of the video if you guys want to go ahead and purchase this guy. So again, very, very excited about this unboxing. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, guys, so we basically get to the box design. So I will be honest with you guys, I am a little bit surprised that we get the same design box as the other figures. I feel like this figure had no connection to the other characters in the movie. It was at the end, so I actually expected a little bit of a different box, but it is the same design as the other one. So pretty much at the bottom we get a blue scratchy surface, we do get a Hot Toys logo, we get the name of the movie, the name of the figure at the bottom, a whole image of Peter surrounded by the circle of the magic of Doctor Strange, a couple of pumpkin bombs, a couple of mechanical arms by Doc Ock. This time in the background though, guys, we do get kind of like a snowy type of background representing obviously the scene for where he comes from. So I did think that was a creative idea by Hot Toys, and I am glad they did this. To me, the box design was always great with the other figures as well, so I really have no issues with it. I just love how colorful Peter looks in this imagery of the box as well. On the right side, we pretty much get a movie logo at the bottom. We get once again the circle of magic of Doctor Strange, the left leg of Peter, mechanical arm by Doctor Strange, by Doc Ock, some electro lining, and that blue scratchy surface once again to finish off the box, as well as a red kind of background at the bottom and at the top of the box that we really can't see very well because of the mechanical arm of Doc Ock. And the back, we do get once again the red and blue background, obviously representing the suit of the figure. We get some electro lining, and then we do get the name of the movie along with some warning and legal information by Hot Toys. So no surprises there, pretty much the same as the other boxes as I had mentioned before. And then on the left side, so one thing that is different about this figure compared to the other ones is that, so yes, we do get the blue background, some electro lining, and then the red background, but usually in this part of the imagery, we usually get images of the actual character in the movie. Not this time, we get images of the actual figure based on the promo pics that Hot Toys have provided on Sideshow Collectibles. So I did want to go ahead and point that out, but I would say off to a good start with this first box. Looks pretty good to me, no issues with it whatsoever. I do love the colors on the box, no question about it. Okay, so now the second box below the main cover. So pretty much everything is the same about this second box compared to the other figures. The only thing that did change is that we do get a blue line kind of surrounding where the figure can be seen. So obviously you guys can already see the whole figure itself. On the right and also the left side, we get a black background, and once again we do get that part of the sky kind of breaking, or pretty much the spell breaking apart, where Doctor Strange is trying to contain it together. We do also get the name of the figure in the middle. On the back, same thing, name of the figure, the spell breaking at the end of the movie, and this time the spider logo is in the color blue, I would say representing that blue part of the suit that we do get with the suit this time. So I thought that was a little bit creative. I like the fact that they did that. If I'm not mistaken, with the other figures the color was green for that spider logo. And then on the left side, same thing, right? We get pretty much the spell by Doctor Strange. The unfortunate part about this box to me is that I wish they would have included the imagery of those characters characters that was displayed on that purple part of the magic. Unfortunately, they did not do that. Also on the bottom and at the top, we get the name of the movie and the name of the figure, so pretty much just to cap off both boxes. No issues with it whatsoever. Again, a lot of similar things compared to the other boxes, but at the same also a couple of different things that we can see here on the box as well. And now on to the figure, guys. So as I mentioned before, my excitement level is at its peak. Again, just looking at images from other collectors, this figure just looks absolutely awesome. So I would expect the same thing as well. First hand impressions on the new red and blue suit. Oh man, he looks absolutely magnificent. I cannot tell you guys how great he looks, right? Obviously my camera, as I always like to mention, isn't the greatest, so maybe you guys won't think that he looks as good as I am thinking right now in person, but I promise you guys, this guy looks absolutely flawless. Everything about him so far looks absolutely great, so I have no complaints whatsoever. It is as good as I imagined, honestly, probably even better. So fantastic start, no question about it. So obviously we will start off with the accessories. We'll do a couple of side-by-side comparisons. We will review Peter along with that head sculpt fully in detail later on in the video, and then we'll finish off with a couple of poses and my final thoughts on the figure. Okay, so we get to the accessories, and with the accessories we don't get a lot of things, and to be honest with you guys, I'm okay with that. We're talking about a figure slash suit that we only got to see for about a minute or two, right? But what I do like is that Hot Toys decided to kind of replace that emptiness of accessories with a beautiful display base. This might be my favorite display base that I've seen from them so far because of how detailed this display base is. So it's pretty much the apartment complex kind of rooftop, right, where he kind of gets out at that last scene at the end. It is very detailed. The snow feels so legit and it looks absolutely amazing, and then the building itself looks great as well. What I like is that there's so many flat surfaces where it gives us a lot of options of posing Peter standing right on the display base, so that's great, or even sitting. Right here, as you guys can see on the side, we can pretty much get a part of the window of one of the apartments, right? On the right side, we get pretty much a staircase to kind of get up on the rooftop. We do get also some small pipes that are connected throughout the sides of the display base. A couple of pretty much of snow right surrounding the whole display base. I'm sorry about that. And again, it is just very detailed to me. The paint applications, the texture of the whole display base just looks absolutely amazing, as I mentioned before. As you guys can see on the right side, we also get a big pipe as well, and then the chimney is right there, as you guys can see. Also, it does come with this absolutely big and huge flight pole that does have a waist grabber at the very top. I'll be honest with you guys, to me, the waist grabber, I'll use it to post, for this video specifically, but there is no way I'm using it on the figure through in the future, because I don't want that figure to be damaged in any way. But again, just know that it does come with that for the figure itself. We also do get a AC unit as well. So to me, this display base is very detailed. It comes with a lot of things that an apartment complex would come with. Again, the snow match is absolutely amazing. The bricks, the building, the window, the pipes, the chimney, everything just looks absolutely very nicely detailed. And again, I just love the fact that it has so many flat surfaces. So it's going to give us a lot of options to pose the figure in different ways, which we will obviously do at the end of the video. So no question, one of my favorite display bases of all time. And then to me, we get to my favorite part of the whole figure, and this is the newly upgraded head sculpt of Tom Holland. We will discuss this head sculpt more in detail later on in the video once I am talking about the figure, but I can already tell you guys, this is by far the best head sculpt I've ever seen for any Spider-Man figure, either one of the 3 Spider-Mans from the movie. So just know that is what I think so far. We do also get, just like with any other Spider-Man figures, we get a mask, pretty much, that Tom Holland or the Spider-Man figure can hold on to. Just a reminder that this mask does not go on to the head sculpt, right? It's just for the figure to hold on to if we are displaying him with the head sculpt. We do also get the normal spider web effects. I'll be honest with you, a part of me is disappointed in this. To me, I feel like these spider web effects do look nice as far as like the texture, I guess, or the way that they're created, but to me, they really don't have a lot of motion, right? So it is kind of hard to create a legit pose with those spiderweb effects. I really wish that Hot Toys would implement the same web designs they did for the Spider-Man 2 video game with the upgraded suit, advanced suit, and the Miles Morales figure. And then we do also get 3 different pairs of lenses. So compared to other Tom Holland figures, we don't get the closed eye lenses. This time we just get the kind of half open lenses, and then the, I would say, kind of 25% open lenses at the middle and at the bottom. Again, as I always like to say, it gives us options to pose the figure in different ways just to kind of show that type of motion. Me personally, I've never been big about these eye lenses. I just prefer to keep the normal ones on him, but that's just my personal opinion. I know that some of you guys would disagree, and I totally respect that. And then we do get different hand designs as well. So one thing that is different about these hand designs, guys, is the way that the spider web design is made on the hand. So it feels like the fingers are actually cut in some way, and I would really like to get you guys' thoughts on this because I really don't know what to think. I guess they look legit, but I don't remember a Spider-Man figure having those type of cuts. Obviously, it's just a spider web line, so I'm not sure if to think that they look better on the figure or not. Me personally, I really don't have any issue with it. To me, as long as the hands look legit and have amazing poses for me to use on, I'm okay with that. But again, I would like to get your thoughts on it. These other 2 hands right here are pretty much just wide open hands showing some kind of motion with the fingers. Pretty much, again, you guys can decide to use them any way you want to show motion. I would say that one of these hands can be used to kind of hold on to the display base to show him either, flying, jumping, or whatever the case might be. That is totally up to you guys. These right here would be the spider web hand displays. Poses, I guess. These are obviously something that must be on the figure, no question about it. To me, they look good, and just like with any other Tom Holland figure, we're pretty much going to remove that bottom part of the hand to put the other one so that we can go ahead and install those web design pieces onto the figure. And then we do get, I think this is the first time that we get this hand display on the left. So as you guys can see, pretty much it has the thumb kind of holding on to the index finger, so that way it can make it seem like it's holding on to the spider web design or effect. And to me, it is a brilliant idea, because if we are to pose the figure with the spider webs, I think this right here, this hand display, will be more legit. And then the other hand is to pretty much hold on to the mask for the figure. And then lastly, we get the hand designs that come with the figure, which are his closed fists, right? So that's pretty much something that always comes with the figure, so no issues with it whatsoever. I would say pretty much normal. So these are the accessories for the figure. To me, again, we don't get a lot of things, but no question about it, the display base is what pretty much makes it up. To me, one of the best that I have ever seen, if not the best display base. So I would say the accessories are good so far. Okay guys, so now we get to the figure itself, and to me this is my favorite part of the video, because I really want to get touch deeply on this figure. First and foremost, the color applications are absolutely perfect on this figure. The fabric of the suit is great. As you guys can see, the fabric is pretty stretchy, it feels soft. I love the color applications. The red and blue just look perfect on this guy. With the mask head sculpt, right? So the shape of the face, I guess if I can call it, is different compared to the other Tom Holland figures. And to me, this mask head sculpt is absolutely perfect. From the shape, from the spiderweb design, from the eye lenses to the way that it connects onto the neck. I mean, it has a seam line that connects to the body, but honestly guys, I can't even really see it that much. And then the spiderweb, there's a line effects, it pretty much, they line up perfectly compared to the whole body itself, right? Maybe the spiderweb color is a little bit darker compared to the actual suit, but they do connect pretty nicely. And again, that seam line between the neck isn't really that noticeable, so to me the figure looks really legit. And again, as I mentioned before, the face of the helmet, right, or I guess mask, is perfect. Again, it's like an oval type of circular type of shape, and it just looks perfect. I feel like the other figures, again, they weren't bad, but again, just looking at this figure specifically, it's absolutely perfect. And then again, getting to the chest itself, so as I mentioned before, the blue part of the suit is absolutely amazing. As you guys can see, it does have some seam lines in the, I guess I would say, in kind of the hip, kind of armpit type of area, and that is where pretty much the suit was pretty much designed. And I really wouldn't know specifically what material this part of the suit was made out of. All I know is that it does look more durable compared to other Spider-Man figures. So I would say that if we are to stretch this figure, it would be a little bit more durable than most. So that is a good thing, because obviously Spider-Man is a figure that we are going to pretty much display and pose in different movements in different ways. So we obviously want a durable figure itself. Also, one thing that I really notice about this figure is the joints between the shoulders, the elbows, the knees. I feel like the way that the suit is made, those joints are more noticeable. I feel like I can touch them easier and I can see them more. And I feel like the suit is much tighter onto the actual body than other Spider-Man figures that I've had in the past as well. As I mentioned before, with the blue part of the suit, it is a little stretchy. So the good thing is that I think we are going to have some flexibility when it comes to posing the figure. Now, either way, I'm still going to post the guy standing still, because again, I don't want to risk it in any way. And again, this figure to me is very unique, so the last thing that I want to do is damage it. The boots itself, pretty much the fabric is exactly the same as the shoulders mask, right? Spiderweb effects look great. And then at the bottom, pretty much the material on the bottom part of the shoe or boot is a little bit different, so no issues with it whatsoever, right? I would say pretty much also one thing that I did want to test out is the articulation. So as you guys can see right there with the feet, they do move a little bit up to kind of show some motion. The feet itself also move to the sides pretty easily. Again, I'm not sure we really would need to move the feet that much, but just to kind of show you different motions. Same thing over here with the left foot. As far as the legs, they do pretty much go back until there. And again, as you guys can see right there with the suit, it does bend a little bit, but not as much as I would have thought. So that is a good thing. And again, we really won't even need to flex the figure that much. They do stretch to the side as well until there. And again, I really don't want to try more because I don't want to damage the figure in any way. And then as far as the body, it does go up to the front until there, right? As you guys can see the mask popping up already. And then also to the back, it goes all the way till there, right? The good thing is that there is no actual, I think, joint there, so we can pretty much bend the body with ease, right? And that is a good thing, right? And then the arms also go up until there, right, to the sides. And then also on the other arm, if we reach it to the top, it goes until there, right? So again, I don't want to try too much on it because I don't want to break this figure or damage it in any way, but I do kind of want to show you guys how much flexibility we have with this figure specifically, right? And then if we do bend the elbow joint right there, and the shoulder, so as you guys can see right there, that's where the joints are more noticeable than ever. Let me know what you guys think about those joints. Also the suit, I feel like you guys do kind of have to stretch it out all the way to the right to the arm, I'm sorry, to the hand, right? So that way it doesn't kind of get all joined together between the shoulder joints. And as far as the mask itself, it does also pretty much rotate a lot, right? The good thing is that the fabric of the suit is not going to be in any danger whatsoever, and as you guys can see, it does turn pretty nicely. So there is a joint underneath the mask, but again, we don't get to see that because of the way the mask is done. So that is a great thing, right? We want to have as less joints as possible seen, right? So the other joints are pretty much not seen, they're just covered up by the suit itself. So pretty much that would be it for the figure itself. It looks absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and get the Tom Holland head sculpt onto the figure. And now we have the Holland head sculpt. So as I mentioned, whenever we were doing the accessories, my favorite part of the whole figure, this absolute perfect head sculpt. To me, no question, it is a perfect head sculpt. I cannot find any flaws on it. I remember whenever they released the figure, they had released a prototype with a head sculpt for Tom Holland that I thought was really, really good, but it wasn't perfect. And then they decided to re-release a new head sculpt right before we actually got the figure, and it was this one obviously, and it is even better. Now let me go ahead and get you guys to look at the whole head sculpt completely. And again, for the first time, a Tom Holland figure does have rotating eyeballs, so that even makes it even better. I mean, without question, that this is the best Tom Holland head sculpt I have ever seen. I guess the question is if this is the best head sculpt I have ever seen, period, right? And honestly, guys, it just might be. And again, I'm going based on figures that I already have, right? The rotating eyeballs are a big difference maker, especially with that facial expression. It makes it look more serious. I don't want to say the word evil, but just more mean, more, I guess, more serious, right? And I thought that he was pretty serious throughout the whole movie, especially on those fights against the Green Goblin. So I am completely in love with this head sculpt. It's perfect to me. No issues whatsoever. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this Tom Holland's head sculpt, because to me, it is absolutely perfect. Okay, guys, now a couple of side-by-side comparisons. So the good thing about me having all of these figures is that now we get pretty much these different options for me to do a side-by-side comparisons. I could have chosen other more figures, but I'm gonna do 4 comparisons today. The first one to me was an obvious one, and it's the integrated suit. To me, the integrated suit was the best Tom Holland figure to date because of the coloring of the suit, all of the I guess accessories, right, and things like that. But there is no question that the red and blue suit is the much better figure. The body proportions, the Tom Holland head sculpt, the masked head sculpt, right, the coloring of the suit, everything, right, it's just much better. Again, some of you guys might disagree with me, but I really have a hard time finding anybody that will, because to me, no question about it, the red and blue suit is the better figure. Although to me, I still really like the integrated suit figure. The second comparison will be to the battle damage suit. So the battle damage suit was obviously released much earlier compared to this red and blue suit. Same thing, again, the body proportions are just much better with the red and blue suit. The mask head sculpt, the paint application, well, not paint applications, but the coloring of the suit and the fabric. One thing that is very similar about these two figures is the display base. So I feel like the building top is pretty much similar, right? Although without question, the red and blue suit display base is much better, but I feel like the display bases are very similar as far as the building, the rooftop and things like that, right? So they're very similar in those ways, right? But I would say still that, again, the red and blue suit is the much better figure, no question about it. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments, if I'm being a little bit too extra on this, right? Or if I am being totally accurate about these figures. Third side-by-side comparison is a little weird one. Although, again, we're comparing Spider-Man, right? So why not? I'm doing the advanced suit because to me, the advanced suit was my personal favorite Spider-Man figure up to date. No question, that has ended today. Right now, the red and blue suit is by far my favorite Spider-Man figure, right? Because of everything that the figure has. Now, again, I will say this, the advanced suit is a pretty good figure because one thing that these two figures have in common is the body proportions. I feel like both figures are pretty muscular. I like how tall, kind of skinny the figures are, so that is a great thing. Both figures have great accessories. Both figures have great spiderweb designs, and the shape of the mask head sculpt is also great for both of these figures. But again, to me, no question, the red and blue suit is better. Number one, because of the connection between the neck and the face sculpt, it is much better for the red and blue suit. Again, also the coloring of the suit, and of course, the Tom Holland head sculpt. It is the big difference maker in my personal opinion. Last but not least, why not? Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure, to me, I really wasn't a big fan of it. Obviously, I like it because I'm the biggest Tobey fan in the world, right? And to me, Tobey's suit is my favorite in any action life movie. To me, the silver lining with the spiderweb design, it is perfect to me, and it just adds so much, I guess, brightness and shininess, if that's even a word, onto the figure, right? But man, this red and blue figure, man, it's just getting to me, man. The coloring of the blue is so shiny that it just pretty much kind of shines the whole room. It's so noticeable, and again, it's just absolutely amazing, right? But I did want to go ahead and just pretty much give a comparison between these two. I feel bad that I didn't do Andrew Garfield as a side-by-side comparison, but I feel like it was between Andrew and Tobey, and obviously I had to do Tobey, right? So this would pretty much be it for the side-by-side comparisons. All are amazing figures, very glad to have them, but without question, the red and blue suit is my favorite figure from the Spider-Man collection. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the video where pretty much I'm just going to post Spider-Man in different ways. I went ahead and did a total of 5 posts for this specific part of the video, just to, I don't know, just to kind of add more fun onto it, right? And also because of how excited I was or am about this figure specifically, right? So my final thoughts about this guy. What I'm about to say, guys, is something that I thought about for a quick minute. It is something that I did go ahead and kind of do my homework on before I gave such a I guess controversial opinion, right? I mentioned throughout the video that this was my favorite Spider-Man figure of my collection, but I did kind of want to go ahead and do a little bit more on that. To me, this is my favorite figure as of today, right? Before him, it was Vader from the Kenobi series. Before Vader, it was Doctor Strange from the Multiverse of Madness. Now, without question, this Tom Holland figure, it is my favorite figure up to date. An absolutely perfect figure, to say the least. Everything about him is absolutely amazing. The figure itself, the suit, the display base, the Tom Holland head sculpt, everything is just an absolute perfect figure, right? Sure, we can find a small flaw here and there. Yes, absolutely right. I don't think we can really ask for a perfect figure, but again, just comparing him to other Tom Holland figures, other Spider-Man figures, he is absolutely an amazing masterpiece of a figure. And yeah, without question, my favorite figure as of today, right, that I've collected. Will that opinion stand? We'll see, right? Again, there's so many figures that are still coming, you know, that I have on pre-order, right, that I really can't just say that is my definitive opinion, right? But to me, for sure, my favorite figure of the collection. And honestly, guys, and maybe I really am not objective when it comes to this, because I don't have every single Spider-Man figure, right? Obviously, there's collectors who have done this longer than I have, so I guess they might be better at giving this opinion. But just looking at images of other figures in the past, I think this also might be the best Spider-Man figure up to date by Hot Toys. From any video game, movie, this to me has to be the best figure I have ever seen from any Spider-Man, you know, that's been created by Hot Toys. Again, it's just a perfect figure in my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this specific figure. So far, this is the end of the video, guys. As always, want to thank you so much for supporting, guys. I hope I did good with this video. I tried my best to make sure that I gave the most accurate comments about the figure. Let me know what you guys think I can do better, and also let me know what you guys think about this figure. How great is he from a scale of 1 to 10? I do want to remind you guys that if it is the first time that you're watching me, feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notifications bell if you guys like Hot Toys content, and if you guys want to see more unboxing and review videos from me. Also, reminder that I am on TikTok and Instagram. Right there, I am going to post a lot of images about this figure that I took, right? Hopefully you guys like them, and again, if there are things that I can do better, let me know. So for now, guys, this is going to be it for this Spider-Man red and blue suit unboxing and review. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you next time.